Hello and welcome. In this video I want to look at a piece of software that's going to change the way you use your computer for the better, hopefully. So if you're like me, you've got a decent spec machine and you basically want to take full advantage of it, but you're not always available to actually get to the machine. For example, it might be in another room somewhere, or you might want to go on holiday but you still want to be able to get to your Steam library and play your high-end titles or render out that 8K 4K video that you just can't do on your MacBook or tablet device. Well, there is a solution, and that solution is what I'm going to talk about today, and the app is called Parsec. Parsec is an application that is for Mac and Windows, and you can also access it on your iOS and Android device. However, mileage may vary, bearing that in mind. And it allows you to basically stream or take control of any computer that is linked to your Parsec account. You can also invite others using a shared public link that you can invite friends and collaborate and do co-op games and all that good stuff. Because Parsec is originally and intended for game sharing, but it can and has, for myself, got a great use case in workflows. So, for example, a lot of the work I do involves editing and rendering 4K videos, and I've spent possibly nearly all of 2020 working on some very high-end 8K 360 footage, and it was just a nightmare. I'd have to grab a hard drive, transfer my files from one machine to another machine, because there's only one machine that particularly could render, but that machine had some limited factors such as hard drive space. So I then had to drag the files back to another machine. I had some template files on one machine and some template. It became a whole ordeal. Hence why it took 3 times as long as it should have. Now, if I had an application like Parsec and I had a machine like I do now available, I could have just simply logged in remotely, took my files, send them to myself to the other machine, open that file up in my project in Premiere Pro or After Effects or whatever program is I need, edit away, taking full advantage of the power of the machine I've got, and as long as I've got a decent internet connection and it's hardwired, we're good to go. Now, I am going to put a few little disclaimers / warnings here. 1, not sponsored. 2, your kind of use cases and experience may vary greatly. It does very much depend on your internet connection and sort of spec of your machine, etc. So there are certain factors playing behind. Also, bear in mind if your machine is in another room and it's on all the time because you need to have the computer on for it to be able to connect to it, and you're not available at that site, and something goes wrong with it, like a power failure or a component dies or a fire or anything else, obviously that's something to bear in mind, because obviously you're running an electricity bill on a device that you can't physically get to necessarily. And 3, thirdly, I suppose, Parsec does have a free option, which is what I've been using, but it is limited. There is a subscription model, which I will link down in the description down below, which talks about the different features and variations of the payment plan. You can also do teamwork with it, so you can collaborate as teams and work together on a shared project and hop in, hop out, and all this jazz, creating this kind of virtual workspace network. I've used it to connect my work laptop, my MacBook, which you'll be seeing some footage of on screen, and my home computer, which is my 4K 8K rig. And as you'll see in this video intercepted, you'll see me taking control. I can take full functionality of my mouse. So if I'm using the mouse on my MacBook, for example, that is actually moving my mouse cursor on my Windows machine. I can go into Steam and I can boot up any game I want. So let's just open up Destiny 2, for example. I can play it. I can obviously have my gamepad. So if I've got my gamepad plugged into my laptop, it will recognize it as if my gamepad was plugged into my home computer. There is some latency, and there are some things you sacrifice. So you will sacrifice, obviously, you got a little bit of delay that you could get. If your internet connection gets interrupted, your game could basically well, you could lose the game essentially. Um, Also, your color accuracy is very limited. It depends on the kind of how your machine is set up. It also takes into account the host display or the use case display. So you can choose when you're in the settings whether it uses native resolution or current display resolution. Just bear that in mind. Also, it can only, on the free version, take one screen. So you can choose which screen you want it to choose and mirror. But if you've got a multi-monitor setup, just bear that in mind. And obviously, with the refresh rates being the way they are, if you're playing a game and it's 144 hertz, you may not experience it at 144 hertz on a 60 hertz computer monitor like a MacBook, for example. So why am I sort of talking about it? Why am I featuring this? Why do I want to talk so passionately about Parsec? Well, the reason is it's not the first it's not the first kind of remote desktoping experience application I've tried. I have tried so many. I have tried, you name it, I've probably tried it. I've paid for some. And don't get me wrong, a lot of them have worked quite well. They've allowed me to get into the computer, get to my files, stream things like general videos fairly well. But the latency and the bit rates have been quite bad. And bear in mind, my internet connection hasn't changed at all during any of these kind of trials and experimentations and comparisons. So Parsec does seem to be at the moment having the edge. Now that may change. Again, I'm not being paid to promote this. There are certain things about Parsec I'm not super fan of. For example, the accessing it on your phone or tablet, you can do, but actually interacting with things can be a little bit of a pain in the arse. Also, if you want to switch between using your Windows or the Mac screen or vice versa, you want to switch between using your active computer or the host computer that you're streaming, you can press Alt-Tab to switch. Now, you can change that to within the settings to not allow that to do. But if you decide when you're away that you want to do that, you can't do it unless obviously you get into it. So it would be nice if there's like on the website you could go into the computer settings and change that, but I can understand why, because of security reasons. That may be a thing. You can share the link with anybody. If you click share, you can share your computer network and other people can log into it and access it and control it. But that isn't the most secure, as you can imagine. That could open you up to potential viruses or ransom or anything. Essentially, anybody could physically take control of your computer if they've got that link. So just bear that in mind. You obviously want to have a secure internet connection. You want to do this with people you trust, and you want to obviously lock things down. I don't have Parsec open when my computer opens, for example. And the reason for that is I may not want it to remote in. I know some people who I work with and people I've spoken to who use this software have got that system set up. But for me, that's not something I want. I want very much control. For me, a lot of the files and things I work with are very confidential in nature. So I don't really want that risk. So it's great. It works fairly well from my experience. Now, that could vary. But is it the most secure thing? Do I trust it 100%? Not quite. Like anything involving internet connection that's going streaming things from one point A to point B, at any point to point A to point B, something could intercept, that connection could get broken. There could be unforeseen bots. You wouldn't want to have people going in. They could potentially see. We don't know if people, if Parsec, for example, themselves could be malicious and remotely see what everyone's doing. And if you're doing something that you really don't want the world to know about, that could be leaked. So again, you're opening yourself up a little bit there. It does work with any accessories. So any accessories you've got plugged into your computer can be picked up remotely and streamed. So you can access your hard drives if they're plugged in externally. You can access webcams and microphones if they're plugged in remotely. But again, once you start asking too much of it, it starts to get a little bit more flaky. Not that bad, but you'll start to notice a sort of slowdown and impact on the speeds. I'm literally using it for Premiere Pro, After Effects. I could use it for Blender, but I've got a decent laptop at work that I can do Blender on, so that's not a problem. But it's mainly built for video games, and hence why it has the arcade where you can create a session like using things like RetroArch, and people can remote in and you can join together and create these lobbies of playing games together. So I just wanted to do this feature spotlight. I don't normally do spotlights on softwares or tools. It's not something I generally do. If you're interested in this and you want to see me sort of talk about more software that you may not know about or want to see kind of highlighted, just let me know. But this one I really wanted to promote and talk about, or at least make people aware of it, just because it has, for me, an applicable use case, and it may do for yourself. Like I said, not sponsored. Use at your own discretion. Like I said, I've been using the free plan, and I've got quite far with the free plan. But there is paid plans, and that eventually the free plan may change. Again, live services, you never know what could happen. They could give us it all and then take it all away. So anyway, so I've been Stephen Fisher. This has been the Catalyst channel. This has just been a software features thingy-majiggy. I don't know what to call it. So remember to like, comment and subscribe. We are over 10,600 at the time of making this video subscribers, and we want to keep pushing forward. If you haven't checked out our website, catalystchannel.co.uk, please do so now. We have a web store. We're also going to have some online courses available very soon, if not at the time of this video going live. And thank you for watching, and have a great day, and be kind to yourself. Goodbye.